Okay, the last object to draw on the sheet is the hexagon. There's a lot of things going on here and there's lots of ways you can tackle this. I'll just go through this in one method of doing it. There could be many methods of doing it. So we'll start a sketch. We'll choose the base plane. Then we're going to choose the polygon again, inscribed. And we'll start at the center point, click once, drag it out. Try and follow that line, that makes it a little bit easier later on. It needs to be 100 diameter, and so we can tab that, that'll lock it in place, and it should be 6 sides, which it is. Press enter. Then we'll stop the sketch. I'll change the zoom a bit. Extrude. Select the face 50 high. Again, make sure it says new body, and I'll click OK this time. The next easiest thing to do is going to be that cutout that's in the top. So one of the ways we can do that is with this offset tool, or the O. So we're going to click that. Again, it needs to know what face you're going to work from. So we'll click the face, and it's asking which curves. When it says curves, that could be lines as well. So click that line, and we don't want it to go this way, so it needs to be a negative number. See this? And we'll go -10. Looks good. Click OK. We'll stop the sketch again. We'll do an extrude again, this time only selecting that new hexagon, which is a bit smaller, and we need it to go down, so I think -10 will be, yeah, that looks pretty good. Make sure it says cut this time, and we'll simply click OK. Next step, I think we'll do the circle with the threaded hole. So we'll start a new sketch. We'll select the face, so that face, we're going to start the circle at the center there. So we can go circle. Remember, we could hit C on the keyboard. Center diameter circle. And we'll click at the center point, and we can adjust this to whatever we size, but I think 30 might look pretty good. Press enter. We'll stop the sketch, and we're going to extrude that. Make sure we select that profile, only that circle, and this time we're going to cut through the object. So what I'm going to show you this time is we're going to cut through all. So we're going to click that all. Now this at the moment is going, what? There's nothing to cut in this direction, so I'm going to drag it down. And now we're going to click all, and we'll go through the whole object. Make sure it says cut, and we're all good. Click OK. Let's put a thread on that hole, and make it look pretty nice. So in create thread, which face do you want to put the thread in, and select that internal face. This is always going to look better if you click the modeled, and you can actually see the thread forming there. There's lots of settings here. We don't really want to change anything, or need to, and simply click OK. There we go, we've got a threaded hole running through the object. We're going to do these slots next, in the side, 2 slots. So we're going to create a sketch on this face. So let's click the face, it turns to change view. It's going to be easy if we draw a center line here, so we know where the center is. So we're going to use the line tool. Notice we get the little green rectangle to indicate that we're midpoint. That's what you want, midpoint. Ignore what's going on in the back there. Touch this line. That's good. Let's do another line this way from midpoint to midpoint. Right. What I'd like you to do now is escape on the keyboard. Select this line, select that line so it turns blue, and we change that to a construction line. And also select this one, we'll change that to a construction line. It's a bit hard to see, but that'll be a dashed line. Now, let's select the center point slot. And we'll click our center point. You should get a tooltip to show where the center is. A little square. Click. And let's go out 40 millimeters. 40. Make sure it stays on 0 degrees. Click again. Click the mouse button. Click. Oh, there we go. And let's drag it up. Let's go to 10 millimeters. So you can type that, but that's happening to select it, so it's okay. Click. There's one slot. We've still got the tool selected. So center point. Click. Let's go up. I think about 16 millimeters should look pretty good. I'll click tab to lock that in. It's at 90 degrees and just click. Now move the mouse out to the side and we'll go 10 millimeters. Press enter and there's our two slots intersecting each other. I'm going to click stop sketch. We're going to do an extrude and this time we're going to make sure we select these parts that make up that slot. We'll select all of them. This time we're going to run through, we're going to show you this other command. Under extent, let's go to object. And it's asking us now which object are we going to go through. That's why it's got select. So we're going to go through to that face and that should cut all the way through, even through that threaded hole. And make sure it does say cut. If it doesn't show up for some reason, try clicking this one. And cut. It's all good. Click OK. The last thing we want to do is the text on the side. So you can write whatever you want, but again, we start it with a sketch. Select the face. Select text. Click roughly where you think you want the text to start. And up here, we're going to type. Alright, that's a bit small. Just notice the height. This is 50 high, so maybe if we choose something like about 30, yeah, that looks a bit better. It's a better size. You can change the font if you want. You can change the angle. I'm going to choose bold. And if it's not quite centered, grab that little handle there and we can adjust that so it's roughly centered. When you're happy, click OK, and then of course stop sketch. Then we're simply going to extrude, select that, the words, the text, and 5 millimeters, maybe 10 millimeters, whatever you like, whatever you think is going to look good there. I'm happy with 5 millimeters. This time make sure it says join and click OK. And there's our object finished. Let's click save. All done.